Hello everyone, you are welcome to Anchor Network where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Court orders forfeiture of Saraki'S houses in Ikoyi. A federal high court sitting in Lagos has ordered the temporary forfeiture of two properties of Bukola Saraki, former Senate president, in the Ikoyi area of Lagos State. Nnaemeka Omewa, a counsel of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), had approached the court seeking an order of interim forfeiture of the properties located at 17A McDonald Road, Ikoyi, at Etiosa local government area of Lagos. He had told the court that they were acquired through proceeds of unlawful activities. Part of the reliefs sought by the EFCC included an order of the Honorable Court forfeiting to the federal government of Nigeria landed property with appurtenances situate lying and known as number 17A McDonald Road, Ikoyi, Etiosa local government area of Lagos State, found and recovered from the respondent, which property is reasonably suspected to have been acquired with proceeds of unlawful activity. The commission alleged that while serving as governor of Kwara State, Saraki withdrew over 12 billion naira cash from the accounts of the Kwara government and paid some into his account domiciled in Access and Zenith banks through one of his personal assistants, Abdul Adama. Delivering ruling on the application, Mohammed Liman, the presiding judge, ordered interim forfeiture of the two properties. He also instructed that the EFCC should publish the order in a national newspaper within 14 days for anyone with interest in the properties to show cause why they should not be finally forfeited to the federal government. The federal government had arraigned Saraki at the Code of Conduct Tribunal (CCT) while he was the nation's number 3 citizen. He was accused of failing to declare his assets, an allegation he denied, alleging that he was being witch hunted. So guys, this is the fight against corruption of this administration, which they have been on from onset, and that's what they are. That was one of the things that brought them in. Fight against corruption and this issue of economy and insecurity. But as it is now, people have really scored them below average, that they've not really done well in this fight against corruption or something. But one thing is that if really that the government has been doing a lot of things holistically, not one-sided. Initially, a lot of people were like, okay, if you are fighting corruption and you are not partial about it, you are not, you are not one-sided about it. A lot of people argued that. A lot of people didn't believe that it was really a witch hunt, because people believe that, okay, most of these allegations about people who were really uh, under EFCC investigation, they didn't just frame them up. Some of them, the EFCC didn't do the proper investigations, and that's why most of the cases, they lost most of the cases in courts, because at some point people began to see reason and began to believe that the government was not even ready to fight anybody or fight any corruption, but it was based on opposition. People argued it. It took a long time before people could realize that these guys were really partial about this whole thing. Of course, if anybody is found guilty, why not? Because that is what is killing this country. We talk of corruption, irrespective of who is involved, irrespective of whose ox is God. They should go in for it. That is what people really expected. But at some point, people began to see that this government has not really been sincere. They pick and choose who to go after. And later, every majority of people believed that this is a witch hunt. But in the case of Saraki, just like this Nna Emeka Omewa, a counsel of the AFCC, had approached the court seeking an order for interim forfeiture of the properties, of Saraki in Lagos. If the judge should look at the whole thing thoroughly, and that's why people are still like, not still having a total confidence in the judiciary. If they can look at everything thoroughly and they find out that it's really true that he got those property through unlawful activities, why not? Why would they not seize the properties? Let them seize it, because it will serve as a lesson to other people. But a situation whereby people that are in the camp of the president of this administration, EFCC, look at the other side. The other day, Segalink was telling the EFCC, because they were boasting, the EFCC was boasting that they've been able to do this, they've been able to secure some whatever cases against some individuals who are into corrupt practices, or if they see that you are living above your, above your income, they will go after you. And they now said, Segalis categorically pointed at Tinubu. But what of Tinubu that, in a broad daylight, we saw 2 billion van in his compound, and they interviewed him. He said it's his money, he can do whatever he wants to do with his money, and he can give anybody he wants to give his money to. And people were like, if it were to be, people from the opposition party, it is not this what we are saying we are going to be saying now. You must have heard a lot of things. Oh, this and that. Oh, 16 years old, they packed this and that. But up to today, nobody is saying anything. But the EFCC is telling, reply Segalink that he should write petition, that anybody that thinks that some people are acquired, or they have acquired some properties or whatever illegally, that they should write petition to them. And people now say, they said it, that this government is not fighting any corruption, and they have said it. Oshomole said it categorically. It's in the public domain that if you join their party, your sins are forgiven. And we have seen many, many things like that. We have seen many, many people who have joined their party, and every of their cases or whatever, we're being swept under the carpet. The issue of Baba Chalawa too, the same thing up till now. We have not seen anything about it. They will turn the other way around. They would behave as if nothing is happening. Even the EFCC, they act according to the body language of the presidency. That is what is obtainable. It is not what we are going to be hiding, or we are going to be scared of saying. That's the reality. That is the reality. People know who is who in this country. People who are involved in big, big crime. But they will tell you, oh, they are innocent until proven guilty. But EFCC will be going after a lot of people. Of course, if the opposition party, if they have heard, there's nothing wrong in serving them what they deserve. That is just the way I see it. And one thing is that if they believe, one thing is, make sure your hands are clean, because if your hands are not clean, that is when they want to winch on you, they want to go after you. But if your hands are clean, there's nothing they are going to do about you. There's nothing they want to hang on your neck, if really you have not done anything. But if you have done something wrong, definitely you have already opened door for them to come into you. But one thing I believe is that if anybody feels that it is winch hunting, they will not be there forever, because it will serve as a lesson even to this present administration. That means if you do anyhow, by the time you have left office or you are leaving office, you will see anyhow. That is just the way it is. It is a lesson for any party that will come in, and to be able to look into what this government is doing. If not, it will still going to amount to winch hunting. If they are winch hunting some people, if they believe that they are winch hunting them, don't worry. When it is their own turn, you will winch hunt them, and by so doing, we'll be able to fight the corruption as at when, to fight it properly. But for a government that came on the mantra of change, that they're going to do things differently, it is very, very unfortunate that people can see it, people can feel it, people can witness it, that it is matter of, just going for uh, um, the opposition people, and it's not really giving them good credit. And that's why people are always saying their fight against corruption is below standard. It's below standard. Of course, they're going to be telling you, oh, 2 APC's governors have been jailed, this and this and that. How many of them like that? We are not saying anybody who is involved into any form of shenanigans, any form of illegality, should go in for it. Whether you are from opposition, whether you are from the ruling party, go for anybody. But the only thing is that if you know that your hands are clean, good and fine, nobody can hang anything on your neck. So to me, if it is winch hunting, somebody cannot just, if you have not done anything wrong, nobody can witch hunt you. That is just what I believe. But the government should be, but I don't think whether it is too late, because it's like they have already taken position to what they want to do. Just like the way they pick and choose the court order they want to obey, they have already taken their stand, or their position, that they just want to go for people who are not with them, people who are not singing their praises, people who are not in their good record. That is the position we have seen that they have taken, unless they are going to change tomorrow. But for the now, it is not looking good that they are going to be so they're not going to be biased, because as it is now, they're already biased, and that's why nobody takes them serious. Any little thing, people will say, okay, what of the people on your side, people from your side, what have you done to them? You want people to write petition before you go after them. So if Saraki's hands are clean, of course, he has nothing to be afraid of. That is my own point of view. If they want to fight this corruption, let them fight it holistically. If you are involved in one illegalities, you go in for it. Nobody is ready to side anybody. No politician is worth dying for or siding. And some people still believe, somebody says, why do you keep hunting opposition party people? Continue using the instrument of EFCC to perpetrate evil. Very shortly, we will get all those in APC. Good and fine, because when it is other parties' turn to be there, you have to go for for those people who you think that they have done one or two things. But for people who are in the ruling party now, it is a big lesson for them, because if you are no longer in party in power, people will come after you. But the only thing that can save you is to make sure that your hands are clean, that you have not dipped your hands into the cookie jar. That is what can really save you. Someone said, don't forget to investigate David Mark here. There are many times we tell Bukola Saraki, even Asiwaju, Tinubu, all of them, you need to go after them. That is what we are talking about. They have to fight this thing holistically, not uh, taking side, or not going for other people or looking at the other side. But just like I said, from my own opinion, in my own opinion, I have seen that they have already taken position. There's nothing anybody can do unless they're going to have a rethink or a change of heart. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about this new developments about Saraki properties, you know, uh, being taken for temporarily. Please leave your comments below in the comment section. Bye.